Dear students, now let's study homologous series. Homo means same, and the series in which the chemical properties of all the compounds are going to be quite similar will be known as homologous series. And so this is the homologous series of the alkane, and here it is suggested that into the homologous series, the adjacent compounds, that means the neighboring compounds, differs by a methylene unit. Now this methylene unit is CH2 unit. That means as methane is the neighbor of ethane, there is going to be a difference of CH2 unit, that is a methylene unit, between methane and ethane. Ethane is greater than methane by CH2. That means in ethane, one carbon atom and two hydrogen atoms are more than that of methane, and that is why it is greater, that this ethane is greater than methane by one methylene unit, that is CH2 unit. And then propane is greater than ethane by one CH2 unit, because the molecular formula of ethane is C2H6 and that of propane is C3H8. So one carbon is more than ethane in propane, and two hydrogen atoms are more in propane than ethane. So again there is a difference of one methylene unit. So like this, every time you will notice that the adjacent hydrocarbon is greater to its member, and the higher hydrocarbon is higher to its member by one methylene unit. So the series in which the adjacent compound differs by one methylene unit, that is CH2 unit, is known as homologous series. So like this you can form homologous series of almost all the hydrocarbons, let it be alkene or let it be alkynes or any other functional groups that we shall study now. So please keep that into mind, that homologous series is the series in which the neighboring or the adjacent hydrocarbon differs by methylene unit. The spelling of methylene, see like this, methylene group or methylene unit, that is CH2 unit. Keep that into mind. Okay, now let's move towards the functional groups in carbon atoms. We all know that the hydrocarbons are there. These are made up of hydrogen and carbon and hydrogen itself, right? But if any other compound, if any other atom if any other atom of any other element is replacing hydrogen, one hydrogen atom from the alkane, then it will be known as a heteroatom. Heteroatom, that means a different atom will come in place of hydrogen, and then accordingly functional groups will be formed. So which are those functional groups, that we shall study. But before that, I would like to tell you one thing which is not mentioned into your book, is that there are alkyl group, ALKYL, alkyl group, and how these alkyl groups are formed, that we shall see now. See, from any alkane, if you take, for example, if you are taking methane, okay, the molecular formula of methane is CH4. Then from that methane, if you are removing one hydrogen atom, that will be known as methyl. Then from ethane, if you are removing one hydrogen atom, molecular formula will become like C2H5, and that will be known as ethyl. From propane, if you are removing one hydrogen atom, the molecular formula will change from C3H8 to C3H7, and that will be known as propyl. So these are going to be the alkyl groups, this methyl, ethyl, propyl, then this butyl, pentyl, hexyl. These are all the alkyl groups, and alkyl groups are denoted by letter R, which is not mentioned into your book, but for your better understanding I'm teaching you all these things. So whenever you will move towards the functional groups, the first thing is that you will have to form the alkyl group first, because alkyl group is the inseparable part of any functional group. Okay, so if you might have heard about alcohol, you might have heard about the acids, then aldehydes. If you have not heard it before, you'll have to deal with all these compounds right now, and before that you should learn how to form the alkyl groups. Alkyl groups are formed when you remove one hydrogen atom from the alkane, and that is denoted by letter R. The general formula can be like this. So the general formula of alcohol can be ROH, that means there is going to be presence of alkyl group. In addition to that, OH, these two new atoms will be introduced, and then that compound will be known as alcohol. That means if you want to form methyl alcohol, this is the molecular formula, this was the molecular formula of methane, and then from that you removed one hydrogen atom, and then a methyl group was formed, CH3OH. Then the place of one hydrogen atom will be taken by this OH group, and then that will be known as methyl alcohol. Then if instead of the hydrogen atom you are placing any halogen atom, let it be chlorine, bromine, iodine, like that, that will be known as alkyl halides or alkyl halides. If instead of one hydrogen atom you are placing group of atoms like CHO, the structural formula will be like this, then that will be known as aldehydes. If instead of that hydrogen atom you are placing this entire COOH group with this one will be known as carbonyl carbon. Whenever carbon is attached to oxygen with a double bond, that is known as carbonyl carbon. And when there is going to be carbonyl carbon and OH group, so in together it will be known as COOH. So that compound will be known as carboxylic acid. Then if there is presence of carbonyl carbon between two different alkyl groups or the same alkyl groups, that will be known as ketones. If instead of hydrogen atom there is NH2, that will be known as amines. And these things are not given into your book, but still for your better understanding and for your extra knowledge, I am telling you that if instead of hydrogen atom there will be another alkyl group and this COO functional group, that will be known as esters. And if there is presence of only one oxygen atom between two different alkyl groups, that will be known as ether. So please keep all these things into your mind.